Alright, so today we're working on a PC490LC-11. It's got some turbo outlet knock sensor faults. I'll show you how to get to those in the monitor here and then show you how to replace that. So to start, key on. Once the monitor is turned on, you can check the fault codes by holding 4 and then pressing 1, 2, and 3. So I'll do that now. This screen here will pop up. Once this screen is up, we'll scroll down to number 3, abnormality record. You can check mechanical or electrical. In this case, we're going for electrical. And this will show your active fault codes. As you see, we have a CA3725 turbo outlet knock sensor unstable error. It's happened 222 times. We have a new, we went through the troubleshooting on it already, and we have a new turbo outlet knock sensor. There's not really much troubleshooting on this one, actually. If this fault code shows up, pretty well off just replacing the knock sensor. So now we'll go through that process. And then to back out, back button a couple times, back to the main screen. Now let's go replace the sensor. So to replace this turbo outlet knock sensor on this PC490, here's kind of a quick list of tools that you're going to need to do it. Milwaukee 3/8 impact. I just use that to pull the bolts out faster than using a ratchet. Flat blade screwdriver to pull the connector off the controller for the knock sensor. 7/8 wrench or the 7/8 knock sensor socket to remove the knock sensor from the turbo outlet pipe. A 1/2 inch to 3/8 adapter for the knock sensor tool, just in case the knock sensor is extremely tight from all the heat cycles that it goes through. That's why I also have this 1/2 inch ratchet in case the wrench won't break it loose. Also a 1/2 inch extension to remove all the P-clips and the cover over the top of the controller and for the harness of the knock sensor. 17mm socket, and then to remove the controller, a 10mm socket to remove the 2 mounting bolts, and also a 3/8 3-inch extension just in case you need that. So there's a quick basic tools list on how I do it and what I use, and let's go replace the knock sensor. Now we're up on top of the machine here. We've got the hood open. We've got our tools set up to replace this knock sensor. Knock sensor is going to be right here, right out of the outlet of the turbo. And the wiring harness comes around over here, through here, and then the controller is under this cover here. So I pull all these off, pull all the little clips off, and pull the sensor out. So for the piece that covers the controller, there's 3 17mm bolts. One under the hose there, one there, one there. This guy will pull up and off. Set it to the side. There is our controller. Easiest way I have found to get these connectors off. Right here, you take a screwdriver. Just on this side here, it goes through. You just kind of work it out, it's all the way out. Pull the connector off. Now it's disconnected. There's one 10mm bolt there and one there. Other side, kind of hard to see. Now that we got the controller ready to be pulled off, we have one, there goes 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 harness clips to pull off. They are all 17mm as well. And then we'll pull the sensor out of the tube and the controller off, and we'll install the new one. So we got the new turbo outlet knock sensor installed, mounted, and then to reinstall this connector, just push it on slightly. We'll stop about there, and then to finish getting it to lock in, push back down on the yellow tab. It'll move forward that way. At the same time, now locked in, we can install the top cover and then go verify that the fault code has gone away. Okay, so to clear our turbo outlet knock sensor fault code, we'll have to power down the machine, and then we will have to come over to the battery box. Battery box is right in here. Pop this guy in. We will wait for the green light to turn off. We will power down all the controllers, and what we're doing is performing the loaded diagnostic needed to reset this fault. So we will wait for the green light to power down, turn this key off, leave it for about 30 seconds to a minute, key back on. We will go back into the machine, start the machine, let it run at high idle, and it should clear the fault code. So we'll wait for this light to turn off, and then we'll come back. Alright, it's been about 30 seconds to a minute, give or take. Go ahead and key back on. The green light will come back on. We'll close the battery box here. cap. We're going to start the machine. Press number 1 down here to get rid of the auto decel. Go ahead and put the machine at high idle. Let it run until the exhaust temp gets above 150 degrees Celsius, and it should clear the fault code. Alright, as you can see here, the fault code for the turbo outlet knock sensor has gone away. We still have this other coolant level one. The coolant level sensor is messed up on this, but that'll be a different video. But the turbo outlet knock sensor is good to go. We'll go back into our monitor here and go 4, 1, 2, and 3. Down to our normality record again. Electrical system. And no red E by the turbo outlet knock sensor. It is no longer active, and the repair is complete. Thanks for watching, guys.